Alright, what's up you guys? So today we're going to talk about this pedal here, the Shredmaster by Marshall. So there will be a couple of minutes of talking in this video, so if you don't like this chit chat then skip to whatever number I put in the description. So about the story of this pedal, picture this. It is the golden age of rock and metal, the 1980s. And there is only a handful of pedal manufacturers, such as, EHX is a thing, MXR, DOD, Ibanez is big, and Boss, of course. So Marshall says, you know what? We want a piece of the pedal cake. We're going to invent our own pedal. And Marshall brings out the Marshall Governor in 1988 with great success. But only 3 years later it gets discontinued. But don't worry, Marshall has another lineup of pedals in his pocket. And here it comes. The Shredmaster. And it comes with two brothers. So it brings the Drive Master, which essentially is there to replace the Governor, and the Blues Breaker. And these pedals are not selling as well as expected. They are made until 1998. And then they are discontinued. And you know how it is. As soon as something is off the market, everybody all of a sudden is like, oh my god, this is the best piece of gear that I've ever come across. I have to have this. So the prices on these pedals skyrocket. I've seen before 2023, when these reissue ones came out, I've seen Shredmasters and especially Governors for around $300 to $400. Insane. So like I said, 98, these three amigos are getting discontinued, but they're getting replaced with another line of pedals by Marshall, and it's a more compact but also built like a tank pedal lineup. This one's supposed to replace the Shredmaster. It's a total different sounding pedal. I personally like to compare it to the Boss Metal Zone, not because they are sound the same, they are not sound anything alike, but the tonal tweakability, because of these stacked knobs here. You have similar ways to tweak the tones that you're looking for. Both are high gain distortion pedals, sound not really the same, but you get my point, right? Anyway, let's get back to the Shredmaster. Now, the most common name that I come across when I read about this or I watch videos about this is Johnny Greenwood from Radiohead. Apparently he used this pedal. I personally couldn't care less about those things. I do not care about who uses which pedal that I also have. I know that I'm using it and it sounds amazing, and that's what matters in the end of the day. But apparently he used it or still uses it. I don't know. I found a picture. It's a little older. I think it's from mid-2000s, and I always find these pictures hilarious. It's like, sound like Johnny Greenwood from Radiohead with just 12 pedals and 2 amplifiers, not to mention the Gibson Les Paul that he uses. So like, yeah, that'll be $9,000 please, cash or credit card. Dude, forget about it. But I'm drifting away again. Shredmaster. Alright, so when you bought this pedal back in 91 till 98, it came in this white box here, nothing special. The reissue ones from 2023 come in the black box. I think it's a slight improvement. The box, and now listen to this guys, this is important to me. Really, it drives me bonkers. Keep the boxes off your pedals, don't throw them away like it's some box of a taco shells box or something. There are so many people that are throwing away the boxes when they purchase a new pedal. It drives me nuts. How could you do that? It's not garbage. It adds value to the pedal. For instance, in 2012 I bought this RC3 looper. I went to a local store and grabbed it from the shelf, and it came in this box. And I still have this to this day, because why wouldn't I? The thing is, you cannot buy these pedals in this box anymore. Nowadays the Boss pedals come in this plain boring black boxes, and only here it says the type of effect and the color. And that's it. Also, back in the day, there were cool stuff inside, like the Boss product lineup. This one is from 2011, pretty cool. The new stuff, there's the manual in a couple of different languages, and that's it. So, boo! But anyway, like I said, you cannot buy these in these boxes anymore. In fact, you cannot even buy this pedal anymore. It's discontinued forever. So, if I would want to sell this, I could easily get extra 10 bucks because I have the original box. It's important. Don't throw it away. And also, how cool is it to have the box of your stuff? He has the box. It adds value. So I'm drifting away again. This time I promise we'll stick to the topic now. So the Shredmaster, like the original ones, these reissue ones are built like a tank. They are pretty heavy, solid metal. I don't think that you can destroy them. So let's get to some specs, all right? You have a gain, a bass, contour, treble, and volume. And the contour knob, this is like your mid-range knob. If you turn it to the right, you cut the mids, and then you bring them back on if you turn it to the left. So full mids, no mids. It's kind of similar to the valve state amplifiers from back then. And speaking of that back then thing, this is pretty old school. It allows you to sound like practically every old school metal band that you can imagine. You can sound very, very scooped. Or you bring the mids back and you can do more mid-rangey riffs like this. Oh, by the way, excuse me, my signal path is my Behringer amplifier, but this time it's only used as a power amp because I run this one in the effects loop. I add reverb and sometimes delay for this demonstration. So reverb and delay are coming from the Behringer amplifier, and this is in the effects loop, in the return of the effects loop, so this becomes a preamp because this is an amplifier in a box, so I'm using it as an amplifier. 1x12 Harley Benton Celestion V-30, and this microphone goes straight into my smartphone like it does right now. And that's it. Now my favorite setting seems to be the gain at about 3 o'clock. Sometimes just all the way, but most of the time 3 o'clock. Bass around, let's dial it in. Bass around 1 o'clock. The contour knob around in the middle, 12 o'clock. Treble. This is a little tricky because you have the treble cranked. You have to have the treble cranked, excuse me, because this pedal sounds a little muddy. So I have the treble always on max. It's the only way that I can deal with it. So, and then you have the volume, of course. So yeah, this setting allows you to sound very heavy. Thrash metal, death metal, it's all there. So of course you don't have to do the shreddy and fast picking stuff and playing thrash metal all the time. I'm just a rock and metal guy. Of course you can do all sorts of stuff with this. I mean, it's a mid to high distortion pedal. You can even do blues with this, so you don't even have to buy the blues breaker. You can even do blues with this one. You decide. I just think it's a fantastic pedal. I love this pedal, and that's why I made this video, to show you it's awesome. So what do you think about these pedals? Do you like them? Do you think they are too old school? Do you sound, my video in particular sucked because it didn't sound good at all? Which is okay to me. We can still hang out, we can still be friends, alright? Everything is cool. Just hit me up with your opinion. I hope you enjoyed this little video, and thanks for watching. Take care.